Guys, so I'm going to be doing a review of these strings right here. Ernie ball, not even slinkies. This is 12 through 56. I'm not going to be playing anything for you. Reason why is because me playing on my guitar, the way I play, with my amp and everything, isn't going to really give you an idea of how these strings sound or play. I mean, it's really going to have to be kind of something that you experience for yourself, but I can give you my opinions and what I feel about these strings. To start off, we'll go over the gauges. Plain strings, the first through the third string, are 12, 16, and 24. The bottom three strings are 32, 44, and 56. Right off the bat, everybody's already like a 24 plain. Yeah, it's really the one thing about this pack of strings that really jumps out at people, and for me it's the biggest problem with this pack of strings that I have, which I'll just go ahead and jump straight into that part of it. First off, the 24, this pack of strings isn't like balanced, but it's not too bad either. But that 24 is way more tension than any other string on the guitar, and on top of that, a 24 plain, even in a lower tuning, it's just so weird feeling on your fingers that it kind of almost hurts to play. It's almost like using a cheese grater. I don't know if you've ever seen like those old cheese graters or potato cutters, whatever they are, that has like the wire stretched across. That's exactly almost what this wire's like. I mean, it's not that bad. It ain't like you're just going to cut your tip of your finger off or anything, but it's just not comfortable. But even more so than that, the big problem with the string is it doesn't intonate properly no matter what you do, no matter how much adjusting you do on your guitar. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but for the most part, so it just doesn't hold tune worth a crap. You know, I'm sure some people can. I'm sure with a lot of work maybe you can, but I don't think so. I mean, I've adjusted my guitar time after time and still have not gotten anything from it. Most of the reviews I look at on the internet that have a problem with this is that exact problem. The string is way too big to be unwound, and it's way too big for the set even. Even if it was a wound string, it's just way too big for where it's at in the set. But on top of that, just being plain, it doesn't intonate. So, other than that, my opinions of this set are all positive. I really like it. I think it's cool that Ernie Ball offers, you know, the variety of strings they offer, because a lot of stores I go to, you know, some stores carry a lot of brands, some stores carry like one or two brands, but most places I go have Ernie Ball, and they usually have a decent selection of Ernie Ball strings. So that's cool that they offer them. Personally, I think this set is what a lot of people are going to go to for tuning down the guitar. And that's even on the package. They say optimal for detuning. You guys won't be able to see it, but right here in the corner underneath this price tag it says that. In my opinion, if you got a 25.5 scale length guitar, these strings are great from tuning down probably as low as B standard or drop B. And if you have a 24.75, I think drop C and C standard, these things are great for, you know, going down that low. You can go, you know, anywhere in between as well. But I really wouldn't suggest going past B on a 25.5 scale or C on a 24.75. Of course, that's just my personal, you know, preference too. Looking at what most people use as light strings in 9 through 42, these strings, you know, I've looked at the tension and stuff, and down to those, you know, tones is about when it's that same area. But, you know, there's people who use these for drop A and drop B flat and stuff, and are perfectly happy with them. Personally, I've used these things in so many different tunings, it's not funny. I've used them from anywhere from E all the way down to A standard, and that's how I also know I'm not a big fan of them any lower than B. And I've used them in drop D all the way down to drop A. I don't think I've ever gone lower than that with them. And they're just, you know, they're good strings. That's one thing I'll say about them, is they last a long time, for me at least. They've always held tune really well. You know, I've had them on here on my guitars for months at a time, and I've had them on there for weeks at a time, you know, doing different levels of playing. Sometimes I've been inside my room, you know, just playing here and there, and sometimes I've been full on, pretty much like gigging with them and beating the crap out of them, you know, playing. I play thrash metal, so my hand's really heavy, I play fast, and they hold tune, and I've never had any break. So that's not an issue. Now that plain 24, when I tuned it to E, I was worried about it because it's just, even though I tune a 1L24 up on a similar set to this in E and not feel weird about it, the plain 24 just freaks me out. There's not really a lot to say about them, but they're good strings for down tuning, especially. I mean, that's where these things live. Ernie Balls really hit the nail on the head with this set for that. But again, those guys out there who want these for playing like jazz and stuff like that, these are perfect for that. Also, 7-string guys, even though this is a 6-string set, you could always buy like a 9 or 10 and put on here and turn it into an awesome 7-string set. Just throwing that out there. But other than that, I think you guys definitely should give these a chance. I mean, if you're looking for a similar gauge to this and you're looking at different brands, try the Ernie Ball. I mean, Ernie Ball's been around forever. Sure, I like some brands of strings, some things about other brands more than Ernie Ball, but I'm a pretty big Ernie Ball endorser. I'm not like an actual endorsee, but, as far as telling most people. And that's about it, man.